Good morning, students.
Good morning, sir.
So, in previous class, we learned all about the plane mirrors completely. We did a PhD in a plane mirrors. Whatever the type of problem he may going to ask you, will you able to do?
Sorry, sir.
Yeah. So, today onwards, we are going to be start the spherical mirror. In the spherical mirror also, we will learn very thorough of the subject in the spherical mirror. You never come across with an experience in your life. That much depth I will going to be explain you, and the easy way, the main conceptual understanding behind each and every formula, each and every equation, I will going to give the clear conceptual understanding, and we will going to be explain the short tricks so that you can use the short trick in your NEET and IIT examinations, so you can save your more and more time in the examination. Got it? My dear students, those who are saying in online, you can also watch all the videos which I am going to be uploading. Each and every video link I am going to be give in the description, so that you cannot be miss any one of the video lecture. So that is why you can go to the description, and there you can get the link for each and every individual video. Are you getting my point?
Yes, sir.
So shall we start now the spherical mirror? Yeah. Let's see here. Spherical mirrors. Spherical mirrors. Spherical mirrors, the name itself, it is suggested that the mirrors which is made from the sphere. Yes or no? See here, we are going to take one sphere. So this is the sphere. Now for this sphere, if you cut one of the part, and this part we can be take as a separate, and see here, if you are make a paint for one of the side of the mirror, then this mirror we can call as a spherical mirror. So this spherical mirror we can give the name as an concave mirror. So how can we understand the concave mirror? Concave mirror is nothing but the reflected surface. See here, the dotted line is a painted surface. Yes or no? Undotted lines is a reflected surface. Yes or no? The same thing we drawn in the plane mirror also, right?
Yes, sir.
Very good. So the reflected surface is an depression is there, depressed side, then that mirror we can call as an concave mirror. What we can call?
Okay.
So concave mirror, this is an concave mirror. How can you say that is a concave mirror? If the reflected surface is an depression surface, then we can call as an concave surface. Okay. So if you cut here and the paint is from the depression surface, okay, see here, if you take like this, now which type of mirror it is? We can call as an convex mirror. This is a convex mirror. Convex mirror means if the reflected surface is on bulging side, then that mirror we can call as an convex mirror. Are you getting my point? See here, in these mirrors we are going to be learn the general terminologies. Okay, we have to go to learn the general terminologies. Let's see here what is the general terminologies. See, now the center of the sphere from which the spherical mirror is a part, this center we can call as a center of curvature. What we can call this? Center of curvature. Okay, then the radius of the sphere is called as a radius of curvature. Radius of curvature. Got it?
Yes, sir.
Now see here, This point we can call as an pole. This point we can call as an pole. Pole is nothing but, in the books it's mentioned as, pole is a center of a mirror. See, if this mirror is seen in the front view, this will be appears like this. This is on side view, right?
Yes, sir.
This is a total sphere. This is on side view of a mirror. Yes or no? If you see the front view, this total mirror will be look like a circle. Is it round?
Sir.
Round shape of a mirror. So pole we are going to take as an center of a mirror. Are you getting my point? Here, center of a mirror we can call as an pole. But see, for example, if you take this mirror, see here, if you take as this, which is the, now for this mirror, which point is the pole? Is it this one, right? Yes or no? Center of a mirror. But what will happen? We are going to take the pole here only, so that it's better to remember that the pole is a point from which we can able to measure the distance of object and distance of image in a easy way. That point we can call as an pole. If you take the point as a pole here, then it is very much difficult to find out the distance and distance of an object and the distance of a image from this point. If you consider this point as a pole, then we can able to easily understand. Yes or no? We can able to easily measure the distance of object and distance of image from the pole. Got it?
Yes, sir.
Very good. So now this point we can call as a pole. Understand? So this is an center of curvature, right? See here, if you draw the complete circle, this will come as an center of curvature. Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
The line which is joined the center of curvature and the pole, we can call as an principal axis. What we can call?
Principal axis.
Yeah, this line we can call as an principal axis. Are you getting my point?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So now, if this part is there, right? If this part, if you draw in the 3D, how it will come, my dears? See here, this will become like this. Actually, this is the diagram, right? So it will be look like, right? Yes or no? If you cut the sphere and make one of the part, this is the 3D method, right?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, very good. So here, what is this, my dear? This is the radius of this part of the sphere. Are you getting my point?
Yes, sir.
This is the radius of the part of a mirror. Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
This radius, or we can call as an radius of aperture. What we can call? Radius of aperture. Got it? Radius of curvature means this is the radius of curvature. Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
This is the radius of curvature. This is a capital R. This is the radius of curvature. This is the radius of aperture. So radius of curvature, it's give an idea how much curve the mirror. How much curve the mirror. Yes or no? That the idea is given by radius of curvature. But radius of aperture will give an idea about how big and how small the mirror. The radius of aperture will give the idea how big and how small the mirror, and radius of curvature will give idea about how much curvature of the mirror. Are you getting my point?
Yes, sir.
So these are all the general terminology about the spherical mirror. There are another 2 points are there. One is on principal focus, another is on focal length. We are going to be discussed. See here, if you write this all the terminology for the convex mirror, this is the pole. Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Very good. This is the center of curvature.
Yes, sir.
Yes. This is the radius of curvature. Yes. This is the aperture. Radius of aperture. Yes. This is the principal axis. This is an axis, right? This all can be written for the convex mirror as well. Yes or no? So can you please make a note of this general terminology? Then we can continue our class with the principal focus and focal length. Okay? Now we are going to learn about principal focus and focal length. See here, this is an concave mirror and let this is an convex mirror. Principal focus means the point where the paraxial rays are actually meet or appears to meet. That point we can call as an principal focus. What do you mean by paraxial rays? Paraxial rays is nothing but the rays which is nearer to the paraxial line. This line we can call as an principal axis. This principal axis also we can call as an paraxial line. Okay. The rays, see here, this is an center of curvature. For this is the center of curvature. Yes or no? Paraxial rays means the rays which is nearer to the principal axis. See here, nearer to the principal axis. If these rays are, once it is straight to the mirror, it will be reflected back. See here, it will be reflected back like this. So the paraxial rays, where it will actually meet, these are all the incident rays, right? And this is an reflected ray. All these reflected rays are meet at a point. This point we can call as a principal focus. This is an actual meet. See here in the convex mirror. See, if the rays are parallel rays nearer to the principal axis, we can call as an paraxial rays. If these paraxial rays are hit to the convex mirror, this convex mirror will going to be divert. See here, it will going to be divert. See, like this it will going to divert. See here, these are all the rays will appears to meet. See here, these are all the rays is appears to meet, but it is actually appearing or appears to meet? It is appears to meet. This point we can call as a principal focus. So what do you mean by principal focus? Simple way, the point where all the paraxial rays are actually meet or appears to meet. That point we can call as a principal focus. Got it? Understand everyone? Now this F is a principal focus. Principal focus. In the concave mirror and convex mirror. See here, concave mirror is also called as a converging mirror. Yes or no? Why? Because all the rays are converting to one point. If you see here, carefully observe, for the convex mirror, all the rays are diverting here. Yes or no? That's why this mirror is also called as a diverting mirror. Keep in your mind that. Okay. So now principal focus we understand very well. Now focal length. Okay, focal length. See here, denoted with a small f. Focal length is nothing but, see my dear, if you take a concave mirror, this is a concave mirror, right? Yes or no? Concave mirror. Now let's consider this is the center of curvature, and now there is one point, object is placed here. The point object is placed here. This point object, what will happen? The ray will comes here and it strike to the mirror and it will be reflected back. Yes or no? Now if you draw the perpendicular to the mirror, how we will draw? We will draw the perpendicular line, the line which is passing through the center of the circle is only the normal ray to the curvature. Yes or no? Yes. So this is a normal. Now if it is on theta, this is also theta, we know very well. Incident ray is equal to, angle of incident is equal to angle of reflection. Got it? So this is on theta, this is on theta. So if it is on x, see here, otherwise we will do one thing. This is, we can find out the f value. Okay, let's consider this is an x value, this is an x value, and this line is a radius of curvature only, right? It is a r. Now here we are drawing the perpendicular line. So if you draw the perpendicular line, this is exactly intersect for the half of the curvature? Yes or no? So this is an r by 2 and this is also r by 2. So if it is an theta, this is also a theta. So from here, see this. This is an base. This is an opposite. This is an base. R by 2 is a base. This is an opposite and it is an hypotenuse. Yes or no? So from this triangle, cos theta is equal to how much, my dears? Cos theta is equal to adjacent upon hypotenuse. Adjacent is an r by 2 upon x. Yes or no? Are you getting my point? From here, x is equal to how much, my dears? R by 2 secant theta. Got it? Cos theta, if it comes on up, it is become as an secant theta. Got it? Now, what is the value of f? F is equal to r minus r by 2 sec theta. See here, this total is an r. Yes or no? If it is an r, this is also r, right? So this is the radius of curvature, right? So how much this value? How much this value? This value is nothing but r minus x. Yes or no? This is the x value. So this is an focal length. This is an focal. But most of the time what we are going to say, the focal length of a mirror is equal to r by 2. F is equal to r by 2. Yes, it is also correct. But there is one condition. Wherever we are saying that f is equal to r by 2, that means to say that the rays are paraxial rays. The rays are paraxial rays. So paraxial rays, how many types we can be say that? That means how many ways we can say the paraxial? See, if it is mentioned in the books as an paraxial lines, then we are assume that the rays which is nearer to the principal axis. If we mention the theta is small, then we have to understand that he is saying about paraxial line. So here, this is the theta, right? If the theta is small means the ray will go like this. Yes or no? Yes or no? The ray will go like this. So that means the ray is nearer to the principal axis. That is also paraxial line. So if you mention theta is small, then we can understand that it is an paraxial line. If you mention directly it is a paraxial lines, then there is no problem. If he doesn't mention anything, still we have to understand that it is a paraxial line only. In the total light chapter, wherever he will give focal length, okay, we have to assume that it is an r by 2 only, because if it is mentioned or not mentioned, we have to understand that it is only the paraxial lines. Okay. So this is an actual focal length. Yes or no? So here what I said, that if the theta is small, see, if theta is small, what do you mean that if the theta is small? Theta is small means it is a paraxial line. So if the theta is small, secant theta is equal to 1. Yes or no? Secant theta become 1. Got it? So if it is an 1, then what will happen? F is equal to r minus r by 2. It is become as an r by 2. That's why in all the books they are mentioned as an the principal it is a focal length is an half of the radius of the curvature. Focal length of a mirror is half of the radius of the curvature, because he is already assumed that it is an paraxial lines. Otherwise this is the actual focal length. R is equal to F is equal to r minus r by 2 sec theta. Okay, are you getting my point? See, for example, if you take example problem which is asked in the AIMS examination, see here what he says, that he took a concave mirror whose principal focus is an F focal length. See here, he says that the ray which is travel parallel to the principal axis and it is reflected back. Okay, he says that find the x value. If the parallel ray is F length above the principal axis, if the incident ray is travel F length above the principal axis. So now he says that find out the x value. Now we know very well what is the x value here, my dears. X is equal to r minus r by 2 secant theta. Yes or no? Just we have to find out the theta value here. How much the theta value? It is very easy. If you are, see here, this is an C, center of curvature. So if the center of curvature, see, this is become a normal. Yes or no? This is a normal. So if it is an theta, this is also a theta. So now see here. So this is an F. This is an 2F. Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Isn't 2f. And now see here, sin theta is equal to, what is my dears? Sin theta. Sin theta is equal to opposite upon hypotenuse. Opposite how much? F by 2f. F get cancelled. Theta is equal to 30. Yes or no? Sin theta is equal to 1 by 2. Theta is equal to 30. So x is equal to r minus r by 2 sec 30. What is the secant 30 value? It is a 2 by root 3. Yes or no? That is equal to r minus r by 2. 2 upon root 3. 2 to get cancelled. It will come as an r is equal to 1 minus 1 upon root 3. This is the value. But the most of the student what they did, the f value, when he asked the examination in the AM examination directly, they wrote as an r by 2. But it is not a correct. Why? Because he did not mention it is an paraxial line. He says that very clearly. He mentioned that the ray is, the parallel ray is coming f length from the principal axis, above the principal axis. He says very clearly, the parallel ray is above the f distance, okay, from the principal axis or above the principal axis. So this is the value. Are you getting my point?
Yes, sir.
So can you please make a note of it, then we can go for the further. See, if you want to draw the image for a spherical mirror, then actually we know that very well. From the object, how many number of rays will comes? Infinite number of rays. Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
But if you want to plot an image of an object, we are taking 1 or 2 rays. Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
So for plotting of the image formation by a spherical mirrors, we have some rules. Okay, what is the rules? See here, it is very simple. Rules for geometrical construction. Geometrical constructions. Rules for geometrical constructions of a image by a spherical mirrors. Okay, simple my dears. So there are 4 rules are there. First rule, what it says this? See here, rule number 1, it says that whenever we are taking the concave mirror, okay, the first rule, it says that when the light ray is travel parallel to the principal axis, then it is passed through the principal focus. Simple. This is the first rule. Okay, if you take the convex mirror, see here, this is the convex mirror. For this convex mirror, what it says that when the light ray is passed through the principal axis, then it appears to pass through the principal focus. So it is appears to pass through the principal focus. So the reflected ray will go like this. First rule. Second rule, it says that, see here, if it is a concave mirror, second rule is vice versa for the first rule. Okay, what it says that if the light ray is passed through the principal focus like this, if the light ray is passed through the principal focus, then the reflected ray is travel parallel to the principal axis. Simple. So if you take as a convex mirror, see here, if you take a convex mirror, this is a convex mirror, got it? See, this is the incident ray. So how it will be? The incident ray is passed through the principal focus, then the reflected ray is parallel to the principal axis. That is the second rule. Okay, the third rule, it says that if the light ray is passed through the center of the curvature, if the light ray is passed through the center of the curvature, it will be traced back its original path. So that means to say that if the light ray comes like this, okay, this is an incident ray, and after the reflection, the reflected ray is traced back its original path. That means it won't be deviate anywhere. Okay, it won't deviate. When the light ray is passed through the center of curvature, and it is the reflected ray is also traced back its original path. If you want, we can take the convex mirror. So this is the convex mirror. For convex mirror, this is the center of curvature. Yes or no? See here, if the light ray is passed through like this, see here, it is appears to pass through. Let this is the center of curvature. Are you getting my point or not?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So now this ray will trace back like this. If this ray or if the light ray comes like this, yes or no? All the light rays, if the light rays comes here, this is also center of curvature only, no? So if the light ray is passed through the center of curvature, it retraces back the original path. This is the third rule. Now fourth rule, what the fourth rule says that, so if the light ray is passed through the pole, if the light ray is passed through the pole, then the reflected ray is make the angle of incident and angle of reflection is equal. So we already know that the reflection rule, yes or no? When the light ray is passed through the pole, then it will be, the reflected ray is, the angle of reflection is same as an angle of incident. If you take as a convex mirror also, so if it is a convex mirror, so see here now, one of the ray and this is the pole. So angle of incident is equal to angle of reflection. Got it? These are the four rules. Okay. In these four rules, any two rules we can take and we can construct the image formation. Are you getting my point? It is not necessary all the rules we have to take. How many rays we required? Only two. So that means any two rules we can take and we can plot the image of a concave as well as convex mirror. Okay. Can you please make a note of this? Then we can see the sign conventions. Now my dear students, we are going to learn about Cartesian sign conventions. The sign conventions are very much essential in a light chapter. Okay, see here, it is very easy. No need to worry about it. Sign conventions. See here, if you take a mirror, the first point what we have to understand, the pole is considered as an origin. Pole is considered as an origin. Second one, the ray, the direction of ray, okay, ray direction we always take as an positive sign, positive direction. Okay, the ray direction is always take as an positive direction. I am not saying that the ray which is coming from the object, it may come, it may not come. Why? Because whenever we are going to discuss about the virtual object, then the light will not come from the virtual object. What I am saying here, the direction of light ray which is useful to us, okay, the useful ray direction is considered as a positive direction. Okay, then see here, if you take as an object here and let it be, one of the images forms here, sometimes the image will forms here. Okay, the height of the image above the principal axis take as a positive. This also positive, yes or no, positive height. The height of the object or the image below the principal axis take as a negative. Okay, the direction opposite to the useful ray direction we have to take as a negative direction. Are you getting my point?
Sir.
Clear everyone? Whatever the distance here, the distance are measured from the origin only, that is an pole. Okay, are you getting my point?
Sir.
The second point what we have to remember, the useful ray direction is a positive direction. If we want to measure the heights, the above the principal axis is a positive height, below the principal axis is a negative height. Simple as that. This is the sign conventions. Got it? So this direction, if you measure the distances from this direction, then we can take as a negative because it is an opposite to the incident ray. So here if you measure this direction, then we can take as a positive values. Are you getting my point?
Yes, sir.
So in the similar manner, see here, if you want to draw the same diagram for the convex mirror as well. See here, now for example, this is the ray direction, that is the useful ray direction. Then this distance we can call as an, we are taking as a positive distance, this distances we can take as a negative distance, and this height we can take as a positive height, and this height is also we can take as a positive height. Simple. Got it? So see here, now for example, if you take example, so you have to better understand the sign conventions. So for example, let's see, this is the distance, here are the object is placed, the object distance is an, let's consider 6 centimeters and focus is 5 centimeters. Are you getting my point? Focus of this mirror is 5 centimeters. Object is placed at 6 centimeters. Got it? Now which is the direction of the ray? This is the direction of the ray. Useful ray.
Yes, sir.
Obviously the ray will come from the object. Now this is the direction of useful ray. This is a positive direction. Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Now the distance is the distance of object we can denote it with an u, distance of image we denoted with an v, and focal length we denoted with an f, and radius of curvature we denoted with an r. We know very well. Yes or no? Let's see here now. R is equal to how much, my dears? 2 times of the focal principal focus, that is comes as an 10. Yes or no? F is equal to 2r. R is equal to F is equal to r by 2. F is equal to r by 2. R is equal to 2f. So that means it's a 10 centimeters. This 10 centimeter is a positive value or negative value. See here where the center of curvature will come. Center of curvature, see here somewhere else it is comes as a center of curvature. So this direction we have to take as a negative.
Yes, sir.
Yes. Object 6 centimeters. Whether it is a positive value or negative value? Negative value. Very good. This is a negative because the pole is there here and we are considered as an origin here. This direction, the ray direction, useful ray direction is we consider as a positive direction. Now V where it will form? So we have to calculate the value of V. So are you getting my point?
Yes,
so V is equal to Fu by U minus F. We are going to learn the mirror formula in which we can able to find out. See here. F value 5 centimeter. Is it positive or negative? Negative. Why? Because principal focus will be on left side to the mirror. Got it? So the same mirror, some students they may also draw like this. Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
See here, this is also concave mirror. This is also concave mirror. Now the object is placed here. Yes or no? Now this is the direction. This is the ray direction, useful ray direction. Yes or no? This direction we can consider as a positive direction. Are you getting my point? So now, if it is in positive direction, then F is equal to 5. Got it?
Yes, sir.
He given. So what is our R value? R is equal to 10 centimeter. 10 centimeter is a positive value or negative value? Negative value. See here. Radius of curvature somewhere it comes here. Yes or no? If it is on 6 centimeters, it is on 10 centimeters. Got it? Got it?
Yes, sir.
So radius of curvature is also we can call as a center of curvature.
Yes, sir.
Same point it will be located. Yes. So it is on minus 10 only. Are you getting my point? Then U is equal to how much, my dears? 6 centimeters, that is on minus value. Very good. F is equal to 5 centimeters, that is also minus value.
Yes, sir.
Here only the will come. Got it? In the same manner, V value will going to be find out with the formula. Doesn't matter. Got it? See here. If the student, some of the students, concave mirror, he can be plot like this. Some other students, the concave mirror, he may plot like this. So however he want to plot, doesn't matter. But the sign conventions will come the same for both of them. See, it comes the both of them the same thing because the ray direction, useful ray direction. I am not saying that the ray is always comes from the object. Virtual object also will be there. For the virtual object, the rays will not come. See here, virtual object means, see, for example, if you take the mirror here, now the rays comes here. See here, these two rays is coming. So these two rays will be reflected back. Are you getting my point? So it will be reflected back like this. But when we are extended here, both the rays, here is the object. This object we can call as a virtual object. What object it is? Virtual object. This object we can call as a virtual object for this mirror. See, now if you take this diagram, now which is the useful mirror? Useful rays. This is the useful rays, right? So this direction we have to take as a positive direction.
Yes, sir.
Yes, if you take as a positive direction, then what will happen? See here, the object is on positive here. The U is equal to positive. Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Because it is a virtual object. U is on positive. V is on negative. Yes or no? V is on negative. Then F is equal to negative. So F will be somewhere else here. Yes or no? Is an opposite direction to the useful ray. Negative. Got it? And R is equal to negative. See here. So now U is came as an positive. So that is why what we have to remember here. It is very easy to remember the sign conventions. First point, we have to understand that the principal pole, sorry, the pole we consider as an origin, then the useful ray direction is the direction of positive, then all others will be comes automatically according to that. Are you getting my point? So can you please make a note of it, then we can go further. Now we are going to learn about the mirror formula. Let's see here. Mirror formula. Simple, my dear, see here. So let's take the concave mirror or convex mirror, whatever it may be. So we took a concave mirror. Let's see, the object is placed here. From this object the light rays fall onto the mirror and it will be reflected back. Here the image is formed. Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
This an image will form. So now let's take, this is the center of curvature. Now that is the point M. Okay, if it is on theta, this is also a theta, we know very well. Got it? Yes or no? See here, if you consider this perpendicular line N and this is an called as an P. So actually what we are going to assuming here is angles are small. Okay, theta is small. So if a theta is small, then what do you mean it? It is a paraxial rays. Yes or no? Theta is small means paraxial rays. These are all the paraxial rays. So if it is an paraxial rays, the distance between P and N is negligible. P comma N is negligible. Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Now see here, consider this is an alpha, this is an beta and it is an gamma. Are you getting my point?
Yes, sir.
See from the triangle, see here this triangle OMC. OMC. See, we are going to write the exterior angle. See, triangle OMC, the exterior angle beta is equal to how much, my dears? Sum of the opposite interior angles. Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
So it is an alpha plus theta. In the similar manner, triangle, see here the triangle, this triangle CMN, CM, see here CMI, CMI. Gamma is equal to how much, my dears? Gamma is equal to beta plus theta. Yes or no? Now beta minus gamma is equal to alpha minus beta. Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Alpha minus beta will come. So now from here all the betas will take one place, so 2 beta will become. Yes or no? So that means to say that alpha plus gamma is equal to 2 beta. Got it? Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Now here, if the angles are, we already assume that the angles are small, theta is small. So alpha, gamma and beta we can take as an tan alpha plus tan beta plus tan gamma. Yes or no?
Yes,
So here tan alpha plus tan gamma is equal to 2 tan beta. What is the tan value here? See here, tan is equal to opposite upon adjacent. See, this is a V, this is V, right?
Yes, sir.
And this is an R and this is an U. We know very well. Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Object distance, radius of curvature and image. This is an image distance. Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Simple. Tan alpha is equal to, see here, opposite upon adjacent. Opposite is nothing but MN upon NO plus tan beta means MN upon NC. Yes or no?
Yes,
Is
sir.
equal to 2 MN tan beta. See here. So sorry, it is gamma, right? It is a gamma. MN upon NI. So here beta MN upon NC. So MN get cancelled. Now see here NO. NO is nothing but what, my dears? U. Very good. 1 by U plus, see here NI. NI means V. 1 by V is equal to 2 upon NC. NC is how much, my dears? R. Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Are you getting my point? This 2 by r we can write as an 1 by f.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So that means 1 by f is equal to 1 by u plus 1 by v. So 2 by r we can write as an 1 by f. Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Simple. This is the mirror equation. So in these equations, keep in your mind that whenever we are applying the values of f, u, v, we have to keep along with the sign. The sign conventions we already learnt it, right? Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
So we have to apply the sign conventions here. So whenever we are putting the value of f, u and v values, you have to keep along with the sign convention. Yes or no? So from here, v value how much will come on? See here, 1 by v is equal to 1 by f minus 1 by u. Yes or no? So 1 by v is equal to how much, my dears? U minus f by fu. So v is equal to fu upon u minus f. So this is the v value we have to find out. Image distance. Got it? Understand? So here also we have to put the values along with the sign. So this proof we prove with the point object. If you want, you can prove with the extended object as well. Doesn't matter. See here. This is the concave mirror. Let's see, this is an f and this is an, let is its take as an c. Now the object is placed here, extended object. So when the light rays travel to the parallel to the principal axis, is passed through the principal focus. Yes or no? The second rule, when the light rays travel, pass through the pole and it will be reflected back to the pole. Yes or no? Now here is the image is formed. Are you getting my point? So this is an A, B, this is an A dash, B dash. Got it? This value is an F. Yes or no? This is an V and it is an U. Got it? So see here, from the triangle, see this triangle, see here, this triangle is similar to this triangle. Are you getting my point? So because this theta and it is also a theta. So that means triangle ABP, triangle ABP is similar triangle to A dash B dash P. Now what will happen? AB upon A dash B dash, AB upon A dash B dash is equal to P, see here, PA upon PA dash. Are you getting my point? In the same manner, another similar triangle. See here, triangle, this triangle, check it out. Triangle A dash B dash F is equal to, let this point as an M, PM F. Yes or no? Triangle A dash B dash M is similar triangle to PM F. Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
This is also F, right? A dash B dash F triangle. This triangle is similar to this triangle. Got it? So now again A dash B dash upon MP. Otherwise directly we can write as an MP upon A dash B dash. MP upon A dash B dash is equal to how much it is? That is equal to first this PF upon F A dash. F A dash. Got it? Are you getting my point? Everyone clearly? See here, MP is nothing but the height of the object AB. So instead of MP, we can also write as an AB. So here AB upon A dash B dash, AB upon A dash B dash. So in the both the equations, if you consider this as an equation 1 and equation 2, from 1 and 2 what we can be write? PA is equal to PA upon PA dash is equal to PF upon FA dash. Yes or no? Are you getting my point or not?
Yes, sir.
Yes or no? See, from this here, what we can write? See here, PA dash upon PA is equal to F A dash upon PF. Got it?
Yes, sir.
Very good. Now PA dash is how much, my dear? V. This is an V upon PA. PA is how much, my dear? U. That is equal to. Got it? F A dash. F A dash is what? Nothing. So this distance we can write as an P A dash minus P F. Yes or no? P A dash minus P F. P A dash is how much, my dears? V. V minus P A dash minus P F is a F upon P F. P F is again is a F. Are you getting my point?
Yes, sir.
See here. Now the value will come. If you divided, see here, V upon U is equal to V upon F minus 1. Now we have to divide it with the V on both the sides. What will happen? It will come as an 1 by F is, see here, simply 1 by U is equal to 1 by F minus 1 by V. Got it? So from here, 1 by F is equal to 1 by U plus 1 by V. We prove the mirror formula for both the cases. One is for the point object, another is for extended object. Are you clear?
Yes, sir.
So what we are wrote here, F A dash is nothing but this distance. How we took this distance is nothing, right? Nothing. So that's why what we did is P A dash, this total distance minus this distance. If you do this, the same distance will come. So that's why we did is F A dash. See here, P A dash minus P F. P A dash minus P F here. If you want, you can write here P A dash minus P F by P F. So this is the value. We put it here. Are you getting my point?
Yes, sir.
So it is very easy. Is it very easy, right?
Yes, sir.
So simple formula we have to remember 1 by F is equal to 1 by U plus 1 by V. Whenever this formula we are applying, we have to apply the values. Whenever we are put the values in this equation, you have to put along with the sign convention. Got it? Can you please make a note of it? We can continue the class. Now we will take some example problems and we can better understand the conceptual understanding. So far what we learnt it. Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, take some example problems here. Example. See, we will, the focal length is an 10 centimeters. Let it be the object is placed here. Okay, at the distance of 30 centimeters. Then where the image will come? See here, V is equal to UF by U minus F. Yes or no? So whenever we are putting the values, we have to put along with the sign. Yes or no? So V is equal to how much, my dears? U minus 30 into minus 10 upon minus 30 plus 10. Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
So 0, 0, 1, 0 will get cancelled. So how much will come? 30 upon how much it is? Minus 2. Minus 2. Yes or no? So that is equal to minus 15 centimeters. So minus 15 centimeters means somewhere here the image will going to be formed. Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
So this is an real object. Yes or no? Real object. See how the rays will going to be. The ray will go like this and it will be reflected back here. Another ray will go this and it will be reflected back. So here the image is forms at a 15 centimeters. Are you getting my point?
Yes, sir.
So this is an real object. What is the image? Real image. Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Real image. Real image is forms at a 15 centimeters. Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
So negative sign itself it is indicated that it will be forms is the left side of the mirror. Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
So because the sign convention what we have to take, the useful mirror, the useful rays, the direction of useful rays is, this is the direction of useful rays, right?
Yes, sir.
So we are taking as an positive. Got it? The sign conventions? Very good. If we take another example, let me see another example problem. Let's say this is the mirror. Let it be see, this is the mirror, and F is equal to, let me consider as an 20, and this is an, let consider as an 30. Okay. So real object. So real object we placed here, that is equal to 30 centimeter. Okay. Now what is the V? Where the V? Where the image will form? V is equal to UF upon U minus F. Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
So we have to put along with the sign conventions.
Yes, sir.
So the light ray, the useful light ray will go like this. So this is the direction, positive direction. So this is the pole. So that means to say that V is equal to minus U. Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Minus U value is how much? Minus 30 into minus 20 upon How much is? Minus 30 plus 20. Yes or no? 2 zeros, 1 zeros will get cancelled. That is equal to 3 2 6. That is comes as an 60. 60 upon 3. It is minus 1. Very good. It is minus 1. It comes as an, where it will be? Minus, that is equal to minus 60. Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Minus 60 centimeter. That means to say that the ray will goes here. Okay. See here. The ray will goes here and it will be reflected back like this. See, I will tell you how the ray diagram will come. This ray diagram will come like this. Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
So somewhere here the image is forms.
Yes, sir.
Got it? Minus sign.
Yes, sir.
The minus symbol is came. So that means it is on left side of the mirror only. Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Very good. Here 60 centimeters. Here the image is form. So this is an real image. Real object, real image is form. For example, if you take the example problem, let me see. If you take as an convex mirror, let it be, this is an convex mirror. Okay. Now the convex mirror focal length is considered as an, how much it will be? Let it be take as an 20 centimeter. Now apart the 20 centimeters, the rays is formed. Let it be. See here, we are taking as an virtual image. Virtual object. This is the virtual object, right? So this is the virtual object. So here is the object is placed. Which object is it? Virtual or real object? It is an virtual. Yes or no? So this is an virtual object. Now where the image is formed? See here, let it be consider this distance is an 40 centimeter. How much? 40 centimeter. So V is equal to how much, my dears? UF upon U minus F. That is equal to U is how much? Is it positive or negative? See, this is an useful mirror, useful rays direction. So useful direction, rays direction we have to take as an positive. Yes or no? Now U is come as an positive. Yes or no? So that is 40 into F is also comes as an positive.
Yes, sir.
So this is a convex mirror. So F will be located here.
Yes, sir.
Yes or no? Upon. So U is how much, my dears? 40 minus 20. That is equal to how much, my dears? 800 upon. Yes or no? Otherwise we can cancel it, 0 cancel. Okay, how much it will be? 4 to the 8. 80 upon 2. Yes or no? 80 upon 2. So that is equal to 40 centimeter. This 40 centimeter is a positive or negative? Positive. Positive means where it form? Where it will form? Is it from this side or this side? This side only, right?
Yes, sir.
At what distance? 40 centimeters. That means where the object is there, at the same place, the image is also forms. Okay? Consider. Yes, sir. For example, if you take as an, instead of this, another example for the same example, but here the object value is on 40, the image value also is came as an 40 only. If you take as an, let's consider if you take as an different values, then see how much the value will come. See here, we are taking another virtual image. So let it be considered. Are you getting my point?
Yes, sir.
So let it be this one, F is equal to, here we took as an 20, right? We can take as an 5. Let it be 5 centimeters. Okay, 5. Then here we can take as an, let it be it is an 40 centimeter. Is it virtual object? Here image is also virtual image is forms, right? Virtual image.
Sir.
Is it real image or virtual image? Virtual image only, no. So here let me see. So virtual object is placed here. So V is equal to how much will come, and see here 40 into 5 upon 40 minus, let it be, if you take as a 10, let we can take as a 10, so that the calculation will get easy. So now 0 get cancelled. Yes or no? That is equal to V is equal to how much, my dears? 40 upon 3. Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
40 upon 3 will comes. So here not two zeros will get cancelled, only 1 0 will get cancelled. Yes or no? 40 upon 3. 40 upon 3 means how much? How much value will come? How much value? 40 upon 3 how much? See, 3 1 ja, 3 3 ja, 9.3 dash. Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
So that means 13 centimeters. So it is comes as a positive value or negative value?
Positive value.
Positive value, right? So positive means 13 centimeters. Somewhere here the image is forms here in this diagram. Somewhere here is forms. Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
So here is the, see how the diagram will come. See here, this ray will go like this and this reflected ray will go like this. This is the reflected rays. So here the image is forms. Got it? So virtual object, virtual image. Here also virtual object, virtual image. Are you getting my point, everyone?
Yes, sir.
Yes or no? Somewhere here we can take another example problems. So can you please make a note of it? Then we can go for the some other problems. Okay. See here another example. So let it be, we can take as an this is an concave mirror and we can take a virtual image. Let's see here. Virtual object we can take here. So virtual object, let it be, it is take as an, let f is equal to 20 and this is an 60 centimeter. Object is placed here, virtual object at 60 centimeters and focal length is at 20 centimeters. Are you getting my point?
Yes, sir.
Now this is the useful ray, right? Useful ray direction. So that means this is the direction of positive. Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
This is the positive direction. Now V is equal to how much, my dears? V is equal to UF upon U minus F. V is equal to U is how much? Is it positive value, right? Very good, it is an positive. 60 into F is an positive or negative? Negative. See,
Negative.
F is a negative. So it will come as a minus, how much we took? 20 upon 60 minus of minus plus is an 20. Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
So 0, 0, 0 get cancelled. So it will, so V value how much will come as? V is equal to minus 120 upon 8. That is equal to minus 15 centimeters. So that means minus 15 centimeters means where it form? Minus value is came. So it will be from here?
Yes, sir.
Yes or no? Somewhere else here it is the form. That means it is an, the reflected rays are meet here. So is an real object, real image or a virtual image? Real image. So this is an real image. Got it? For example, if you take another example, let it be this an convex mirror. Okay. For this convex mirror, let F is equal to 20 centimeters and object is also placed here 20 centimeters. Okay. Is it real image or real object or virtual object? Real object. Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
So this is an real object. See here, the light ray will go like this. Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
So now V value is how much, my dears? V is equal to U. U is an positive or negative? See here, this is the ray direction. So this direction is an positive direction. Yes or no? So U is an comes as a negative. Minus 20 into F. F is an positive value 20 upon minus 20 minus 20. Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
0, 0, 0 get cancelled and how much will come? 2 to the 4, that is minus 40 upon minus 4. Minus 4. Yes or no? So how much it will come? 10. Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Here also minus, here also minus. 10. 10 is an positive value is came. So positive value means where it should be? Here is the image is formed. Somewhere else here the image will form at the 10 centimeters. That means the ray will reflected back like this and this ray will meet here. Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
So this is the direction. Got it?
Yes, sir.
So from all these examples, what is the conceptual understanding? See here, the conceptual understanding is we took the data in a such a way that the first example we took as an concave mirror. Here we took a concave mirror. Concave mirror. See here, real object is forms real image. Second example, what we see here, this is also concave mirror. Real object, real image is formed. When you come to here, third example, we took a convex mirror, virtual object. What the image is forms here? Virtual image is forms. If you come to here, here also virtual object, virtual image. See, when you come to here, virtual object, real image. See, when you come to here, real object, virtual image. This is a virtual image, right?
Yes, sir.
See, all the type of problems we solve it. Real object, virtual image. Virtual object, real image. Real object, real image. Yes or no?
Sir.
Then here, virtual object, virtual image. All the type of problems we did it here. Yes or no?
Sir.
Do you understand, everyone?
Yes, sir.
So can you please make a note of it? Then we can go for the interpretation of this, all the examples. Okay? Yeah. Next we are going to learn about the magnification. Okay, magnification is very much important. See here, magnification. Okay. So this magnification is an transversive magnifications or lateral magnifications we can call. Okay, first we are going to learn the transversive magnification. See here, if you take a mirror, here there is an object is there. This is an height of the object. Once the light rays travel here, it is passed through the principal focus. Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Then another ray, if you take another ray, see here, here is an image is forms. Yes or no? This is an height of the image. Now this is the theta and this is also theta. Got it? So from this diagram, see here, this is the value of, this is an u, right? It is an u and it is an v. Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Now from this triangle, see here, this and this triangle. Tan theta is equal to how much, my dears? Tan theta is equal to opposite upon adjacent. Opposite is how much? H naught upon adjacent is how much? U. Yes or no? In the similar manner, if you take another tan theta here, this for this triangle, are you getting my point? This triangle, tan theta is equal to, that is equal to opposite upon adjacent. Adjacent is how much, my dears? V. Are you getting my point?
Yes, sir.
That is equal to, see here, tan theta is equal to, these are all the things is came.
Yes, sir.
Yes or no? Now here, Hi upon Ho is equal to V upon U. Got it?
Yes, sir.
This is we can call as an magnification. Are you getting my point? So magnification is nothing but, the magnification is give the value how many times the image is bigger or how many times the image is lesser comparing to the object. See here, the height of the image upon height of the object, yes or no, is equal to V by U. So here we have to put it the value along with the signs, right? So if you take the sign conventions, height of the object is an positive, height of the image is came as an negative. Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
So height of the object is positive, height of the image is negative. This value can also be written in a such a way that m is equal to Hi upon Ho is equal to minus V by U. Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Got it? So this is we can call as an magnification. This magnification is indicated that how much times bigger the object or how much time bigger the image. Got it?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. See, m is equal to Hi upon Ho minus V upon U. This minus V upon U, see, we already know that V is equal to UF upon U minus F. Yes or no? So just to put it the value here, that is equal to how much will come? Hi by Ho is also we can let here minus UF upon U into U minus F. So U will get cancelled. It will come as an Hi by Ho is equal to, see here, minus F upon U minus F. This also we can be right. Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Are you getting my point?
Yes, sir.
So it is in terms of U. If it is given in terms of V, then also we can be find out. Yes or no? See here, 1 by F is equal to 1 by V plus 1 by U. Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
So here if U is eliminate, so how much value will come? 1 by U is equal to 1 by F minus 1 by V. So 1 by U is equal to V minus F upon FV. Yes or no? So U is equal to FV upon V minus F. So put it the value this value. So here m is equal to hi by ho, that is equal to minus v upon u. So that is equal to hi by ho is equal to minus v. What is the u value here? F v upon v minus f. So we will get cancelled. How much will come? Hi upon ho is equal to, so f minus v upon f. So this is also magnification.
Yes, sir.
Yes or no? See here what will happen. If we want to find out the magnification, see 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 variables are there. If we given any 3 variables, one variable we can find out.
Sir.
Easily we can be find out. See, if we give in the terms of v and u, image distance and object distance, can we able to find out the magnification?
Yes, sir.
We can able to find out the magnification. If we give in terms of heights, still we can find out. Yes, we can able to find out the magnification. So if we give the height of the object and height of the image and focal length and the object distance, then also we can be find out u and f. In the same manner v and f. If we give vf, or he will give uf, or he can give uv, or he can give height of the object and height of the image, whatever he want to give, we can able to find out the magnification. Are you getting my point? Yes or no? So this is about the magnifications. Okay. So do you understand today's class, everyone?
Sir.
So tomorrow we are going to continue with the magnification itself. So if we see the magnification, the value of magnification, then we can give the total information about the object and image which mirror is used. Yes or no? If we give the magnification value, then this magnification value, with this magnification value, we can say each and everything which mirror is used, where the object is placed, which image is forms, okay, and what is the size of the image, what is the size of the object, everything we can say with the magnification. So how we can able to say these answers, we can see on the tomorrow's class. Can you please make a note of it? Okay, so tomorrow we'll see the class.